Welcome back! My name is ballerscuba. This is Video Games Over Time. We are still in 1981, and we are still in Ultima. When we last left off, I said I was going to max out my wisdom. I have gone ahead and done that. Once again, did not take too long. We are now basically done with continent number 2. We still have a couple quests that we could do over and over and over again, but for now, I think we are good to go. As you can see, I have quite a bit of food, I have quite a bit of experience, I have quite a bit of coin. I could use more hit points, though. I could pretty much always use more hit points at this point. Let's head east of here. We're going to go explore a new continent today. If I am able to encounter an enemy that we actually have seen before, I have not actually gone over the monster manual with that enemy. So should I see it, I will point that out. All right, from this town, I believe I want to head east. And here we can find another post. This is the Southern Signpost, and we have now completed a quest. And we do get 2 charisma. Yeah, this is the one that increases charisma for you. Not necessarily what I want as a fighter, but I will accept maxing out my stats easily any day. All right, well, can I hit you? It's here. I want the free experience and money. All right, from the Southern Signpost, we're going to head north, and we're going to find ourselves a cave. This is the end. There was a thief there, and a skeleton, and a bat. We'll get some hit points out of that. Not much, but some. All right, from here, we're going to head south and take on giant squid as they come my way. And here is another dungeon. Once again, all the dungeons are randomized and effectively the same. But this is the Metal Twister. Let's see if I can get a little bit of health out of this. Don't think the thief stole anything. To be honest, it doesn't matter. I don't have anything that I care about enough. Board. Enter board. I feel like they should be the same thing. Let's head south here and to the east. And up here. Ooh, that might be the enemy that I was looking for. This is the one that I've taken on a couple times and have not talked about. This is the Necromancer. And now he's dead. Necromancer. The Necromancer is a mage whose specialty is the practice of the arcane arts that pertain to the dead. Practitioners of such a morbid specialty were naturally drawn to the foul mundane, as jackals are to the carrion of the plains. Kind of flubbed it a bit, but that's all right. Dragon turtle. There we go. And a dark night goes down, and now we can enter the city of Ponder. Once again, the city's pretty much the same. We are just kind of looking for silly names. Defense specialties unlimited. I thought about purchasing a whole bunch of reflex suits. I'll do that at some point because we are going to have to go dungeon diving again soon, but I'll put that off until later. Food, though, I could use food. Let's get 300 food from Rations Unlimited. I should be good for a while. That might be the last food that I actually need to purchase, but I'll probably get more in case I think about it. Pub is Mary's Midway. I was best know that the princess will give something. The princess is important. We'll talk about that when we get there, but that was your clue about it. The Dulo shop doesn't have anything for me, only up to a wand. And okay, new and used transport. I can easily afford the shuttle now. I'm not going to get it. I'm going to save that for later. It doesn't function like the other transports. I'll just say it that way for now. But we'll need it at some point. Now's not that time now. So that's it for the city of Ponder. Let's head north, and here we can find a dungeon. The Guild of Death. There was a thief here, and like I'm gonna have to inspect to move on further. So I'm not a big fan of that dungeon, and I won't be going there again. Let's head west of here. Hey, there's another necromancer down here. Down he goes. Into the Black Dragon's castle. Let's head over to the east here. I think I'm going to do a couple things here. First, we will offer pence. We'll offer 500 pence to you, and he gives me 750 hit points. I will take it. We will then offer service. Go now and kill a Lich. Do not return until thy quest is done. I'll consider it. And then we will kill you, get the key. And kill the guard. I don't have the correct key. All of that, and I'm not even gonna get what I want out of it. Once again, not worth doing this twice, but it was worth giving it a shot once, I think. These guys have so much HP. Some of these guys are tougher than a lot of the dungeon monsters we take on. But we're ready to move on. Let's head northeast from here and enter the city of Nassau, named after the capital of the Bahamas, I believe. There are a couple references here and there that we have skipped over, but I don't need any more food from the Finnish grocery. No, I'm good. Couple references here and there. We'll see if they come up again. I might talk about them. Otherwise, probably not. All right, we're back to Lord Eldric de Charbonnier. So I am not interested in the armor shop because that's just the same name, pretty much. Scooter Super Duper Transport Inc. And then over here, we can find Mad Chad's Magic Shop. Now he's got ladder down, which we have avoided to this point. At this point, though, we have a quest to go kill the Lich, which I believe starts on level 7. So I think it's in my best interest to purchase a few ladder downs. So let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and for good measure, 7. I can easily afford that, and it will save me a lot of hassle later. So I think it's worth it if he stole something from me, as long as it's not one of those. I still have 7 ladder downs. That's all I really care about. I think he stole a dagger from me. I don't really care too much about that. Pub de Varge. Over 1,000 years ago, Mondain the wizard created an evil gem. With this gem, he is immortal and cannot be defeated. The quest of Ultima is to traverse the lands in search of a time machine. Upon finding such a device, thou should go back in time to the days before Mondain created the evil gem and destroy him. Steal something from me that time? Not the ladder down, so we're good. How about that time? Not the ladder down. He did steal something, though. Probably stole one of the weapons. I have a lot of those. I'm not keeping track of those very well. Alright, into the Castle of Olympus, of course, named after the Greek mountain where the gods were said to reside. Alright, up here we can find the king. Let's offer pence. We'll do another 500. 750 hit points my way. And then we will offer service. Go forth and find the Pillar of Ozymandias. Do not return until thy quest is done. We have been to the Pillar of Ozymandias many times. Ozymandias is the, I believe, Greek name of Ramses II. Very important pharaoh in ancient Egyptian history. He was a conqueror, like all the important pharaohs. More or less all the important pharaohs. All right, so that is our next quest, but to be honest, it's not that big of a deal if I don't do that one. We have been there before, and it's not particularly useful to us now. Okay, let's head around here. And this is the city of Gauntlet. Now we can check out the names of these. We have Cold Steel Creations again. We have the Hammer and Anvil again. Ooh. Is now the time? I think now's the time. Let's buy a ton of reflex suits just to be safe. 3, 4, and 5. I think that will be good for now. The reason I purchased so many is because I'm going to be going dungeon diving again, and I am most likely going to encounter... Okay, he didn't steal anything important. I'm most likely going to encounter gelatinous cubes. The brown bag has nothing for me. And they're going to take all my armor. So I want backups. So it's best know this is a great game. So says the teaser's house. Nice little plug in there. To be honest, this is a great game, especially for the time. Quality Transport Limited has the same stuff as always. To be honest, like, gold's not that important to me. Ladder up, though. That's going to be important. Let's purchase a few of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and once again, for good measure, 7. So we have our spells. We have everything that we possibly could need, I hope. Let's... What do I want to do here? I think I'm going to avoid that dungeon for now. Not that it's all that important. You know what? We'll take a look at it, but I don't think this is the one that I'm going to go into. Here is the Long Death. That's a hell of a name. And we'll get out of here, get 14 hit points back. Let's head south. Oh, not paying attention. Down you go. And here we can find another dungeon. This is the, this is the Guild of Death. We were here before. This is not the one I was looking for. Let's go this way. I'm a little lost here. We were here. Oh, there's another Necromancer. It's just free experience and gold. Free experience and money, I should say. Not too many people are giving us gold at this point. Alright, I think this is the one that I'm looking for. There's a couple dungeons here. This is the Viper's Pit. This was the one I was looking for. A little bit out of the way. Oh yeah, no, we're not doing anything in here. Not if I have to inspect right out the gate. Let's head over here. I think I have to go around this way to the Slow Death. Fun, this one. Do I want to do it here? I think I do. Okay. If I hit that way, yeah, I just turned completely around. All right, let's ready a spell. We're gonna ready ladder down. And then, ooh, I don't know if I remember the button for spell. I think it's cast C for cast a spell. Yes. All right. So ready, spell, ladder down again. Let's climb down. Anything else here? Thief stole my mace and my axe. Jeez. All right. Cast a spell. Infurus. And down we go to level 3. Ready, spell, ladder down. Just kind of look around, make sure I'm not in a bad spot. Cast the spell. Ready, the next spell. and climb down. Level 4. Anything else? Okay. Cast the spell. Ready the next spell. Climb down. I'll take it. Cast it. Ready the spell. Ladder down. Climb down. Lizard man. I think that's it. Okay. Cast the spell. Ready. Next spell. Ladder down. And we'll climb down. Alright, we're on level 7 now. This is where I want to be. Unfortunately, we're not in a good spot. Is there anything for me? There's no hidden doors here. This is not a good spot. This is not good at all. Let's ready a spell. We'll do a ladder up. Cast that. Climb up. And it looks like we're going to have to explore level 6 until I can find the normal way. Okay, there's that. I'm not messing around with any of those right now. Inspect. There's a secret door. Mimic hit me? Shouldn't have done that. This is why. Oh, right, there's the way. I must face the ladder. There we go, down to level 7 officially. All right, so we have our first new enemy here. These are Wandering Eyes. Many a dungeon seeker hath been startled to enter a darkened chamber and be greeted by a number of eyes staring out of the murky blackness. Stare not long, for the wandering eyes weave a hypnotic spell that entrances a vent he most strong-willed and leaves one helpless before the magical onslaught of that inevitably follows mesmerization. I felt like that wasn't written right, but there we go, Wandering Eyes. Shoot them. All right, there is a Lich right off the bat. There it is. We got a decent look at it there. I'm going to start shooting it pretty soon, but let's go ahead and scroll up and take a look. Well, scroll up in my manual and look at the Lich. The Lich is an evil spellcaster who, through the necromantic arts, hath entered a state of living death in order to prolong an unholy reign on earth. Woe to the explorer who stumbles upon the lair of a Lich, for the undead mage will guard its domain fiercely and attack without hesitation. I'm going to go ahead and shoot it. And now I'm being attacked by a Wraith. I killed the Lich, but now the Wraith is here. Wraith, summoned from the nethermost regions of hell by Mondane's perverse enchantments. Wraiths are the restless souls of dead clerics. Once on the material plane, they drift about seeking potential converts to the discipline of evil. Since one must first die in order to be converted, 'tis strongly advised that their enticements be resisted. Let's try to kill the Wraith. And now there's a Tangler? Hitting me hard. Tangler. Looking for all the world as naught but a vine-covered tree stump, the Tangler lurks in subterranean corridors, waiting to ensnare the explorers of the underground. Once a Tangler hath enmeshed an adventurer in its tentacles, it will hold the victim fast until starvation ends the struggle. The monstrosity then feasts on the corpse. Fun! Get me out of here. And now... Oh, my dog is not happy. Hey, it's going to be okay. There's a delivery van. It's going to be okay. All right, let's do a ladder up. Ascendo. Let's ascendo. Ready, spell, ladder up. Ascendo. Get me out of here. As you can see, I lost a ton of hit points doing this. This is not fun. This is why I do the ladder up all the time. Dog is not happy. All right, cast that. Climb up, hit you. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and ascend one last time. I probably don't need to, but we're gonna. What was this way? This was the way down. So many. So many. All right, let's climb up and then we will get out of here the normal-ish way if I can. I don't mind taking on these guys. I can take on these guys with like 200 hit points. It's not a big deal. I'm being attacked somewhere else. Thief. I don't think they took anything important. I don't think so, but I'm out of ladder ups anyway. I'm not sure if you can do that on level 1. Jeez. Hold on. Hey. Quiet. Ruby, come here. Quiet. And she'll go quiet. She'll go quiet. Go quiet. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I think she's good. Let's see. You can go down. There's the rat. I don't like searching around everywhere for the rat. I haven't found the way out yet. Can I go around this way? That just kind of leads me there. It's got to be this way then, right? Further to the right. There's the way down. Not going to be a mimic on level 1. There you are. There's the way out. All right, let's climb. And we got 1,000 hit points, but I'm still left with less than what I entered in with. And I did it kind of the cheaper way by, you know, using all the ladder up and down spells. That's a rough thing to do, go into the deepest depths of these dungeons. But we did it, and we got the quest done. So let's see if I can't turn this in pretty soon. We'll go up here to this town right here. This is the City of Imagination. There's not much imagination going on here. I don't need food from the Fresh Food Marketplace, nor do I need arms from the Bloody Blade. But we are ready to go. All right, from here we want to head... can I go around... I think I can go around this way. I think that'll be fine. Oh. I wanted to be on the inside. Over here, we can find ourselves another city. This is the City of Wealth. Not that you could tell from the looks of things. Fastest, freshest food market doesn't have anything for me. The weapon shop, the weaponry supply doesn't have anything for me. And then the pub, Kurt Stable's Corner. That was best to know about space travel. Yeah, we have to know about space travel. That is what the shuttle is for. We'll get to that when we get there, but that's the reason I don't buy one. Yeah, we have to go through space in order to beat the game. But we'll get there. I have other things that I'm trying to do, like get more hit points, which I will eventually do at some point. We will head... Where do I want to head from here? Let's go south. Hey, there's somebody. Can't hit him on the other side of the mountains, though. He gets to live today. This is the Tramp of Doom. Thief. Goes down quick. We can climb out of here. Get a few hit points. It's really minuscule compared to what I lost going through that dungeon. But over here we can find the City of Clear Lagoon. I don't know, I think we have seen this before. What do you have for me? Adventurer's Supply Post. Stay away from me, YOLO. I actually have stuff that I don't want you to steal now. Don't steal my reflex suits. Magic Shop. Mystic Melinda's has the same thing as everybody else. I will probably need more ladder ups and ladder downs at some point, but that is not today. Max's Armory has the same stuff. Tempered Steel is only up to a 1. Some of these are better than others. I believe the staff was on K, so that one was better. Your old local pub, thou hast best know thou must go back in time. That's all that we're getting out of you. Okay. From here, I think I wanted to head around this way. I think I passed something. I think this was what I was looking for, the Tramp of Doom. Weren't we already here? I feel like we were already here. So then we can go around here. Back to where we were at the city of Clear Lagoon. And we want to go... Oh, take you on. Just hit him. There we go. Oh, how do I get in there? I don't want to walk in there, but you know what? I'm going to show it off. Let's get out. I have plenty of food. Why not? This is... They didn't really tell me. Let's exit and get back in. This is the Viper's Pit. I'm getting lots of experience here. Let's see how much I get. 86, not even 100. Alright, I'll take what I can get, I guess. Bored. Okay, so over here... Actually, let's go and deal with that dungeon quickly first, and then we'll come back around the outside. I don't know if the thief can actually steal stuff from you outside the dungeons. I assume that they can, but usually by the point that I see them out in the world, I don't let them get close enough to do anything to me. Alright, in here we can find the Long Death, which we found before. Let's get out. And head back up and around. Oh, you know what? I'll take you on. There we go. And we can make it to the City of Poor, as opposed to the City of Wealth. I think this is a bigger city than the City of Wealth, though. Custom Armor Works doesn't have anything new for me. Not that that surprises me. Yeah, they give you access to the best armor in the game pretty early on, but the best weapons, you have to kind of figure out a way to get yourself. I can imagine trying to go through this point of the game with just like a wand or something. Sly Sam's Transportation Specialists. Nothing for me there. The inn. Dav's House of Suds. And that would best know to watch the wench. Keep your eye on the wench. The Unleashed spell just has unlock and ladder up. Despite my maxed stats, I don't think they want me to use anything else. Exploration Provisioners has food for me should I want that, but I think I am good for now. All right, from here we want to go west. Oh. Take you on, and here is another signpost. This is just known as the signpost, and it gets me stamina. What does it say? Ultima Thule. The sky grows dark and a strong magic engulfs you. So how far is it from here to the charisma signpost? That's the question, isn't it? Let's get on board and see. Should still just be on the outside here. It's a bit of a distance, but it's not that far, really. 3 charisma at the southern signpost, and we're good there. Okay, so let's head back to, I believe, this castle. The Black Dragon's castle. I believe he's the one that told me about the Lich. So we will transact with him. Ah, ballerscuba, thou hast completed thy quest. For this I shall tell thee, the princess will keep a space ace through time. Will help a space ace through time. The king gives thee a blue gem. Yeah, those are words. That was supposed to make sense. Let's transact and offer pence. Give you 500 again. Give me some hit points. All right, let's try to deal with this guy again. Okay, I have a key. Deal with you, and hopefully we have the right key this time. Unlock. All right, I trapped one still in there, so that'll save me a little bit of time. Down you go, and over to the right. Make sure we're out of your range. Yeah, once you figure out the little tricks with the guards to make them not come your way, it gets a little easier. Not that it was that difficult to start with, though. All right, we saved Beth 500 of everything. I believe that puts us up to level 9. Hooray, we did it. Level 9 male dwarf fighter. As you can see, I lost most of my weapons, but I still have a few on me. We do have the 3 gems on me as well. So there's something. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back and forth between these 2 signposts, and I will have max charisma and max stamina on the other side of this. We're still looking for strength. That's the last one that we kind of need here. I might do a little bit of grinding off screen too to try to give me more hit points. I feel like having more hit points will make things better for me. But then again, if I have max stamina, maybe I don't need as much as I needed this last time. But with that done, that is going to do it for this part of Ultima. My name is ballerscuba. I can't remember my outro now that it's changed. My name is ballerscuba. This has been Video Games Over Time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you laughed. I hope you learned. I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.